if I loved you till the end of time, darling, all the privilege would be mine. I don't take it for granted. Love divine, I felt heaven and my world collide. You took this wounded heart of mine and put it back together.
And your intention to enter into this covenant? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Emma, understanding that God created, ordered, and blessed the covenant of marriage, do you affirm your desire and intention to enter into this covenant? If so, say
How I was worth the love of someone like you, of someone like you.
Thank you for the support, guys. Emma, in the last 6 or 7 years almost, as we progress from strangers, friends, best friends, and I still appreciate many things you brought into my life. I feel pure joy and happiness around you. Your warm heart and kindness makes me feel at home. You were there to lift me at my times of weakness. You healed my heart when I was hurt. The struggles I endured through my medical career was easy with you supporting me along the way, with some help from our family and friends out there as well. Thank you for being there for me, no matter what. From the river and the falls that we have explored to the seas that we've swam in, I want to explore many more with you. The hills we climbed were not enough. I know the future can be rough like oceans and difficult to climb like mountains, but I want to explore and conquer them with you. With you by my side, we can conquer it all. As we stand here in front of our close friends and family, there's something I would like to ask of you. You have made my whole life, you have made me whole, and this life would be incomplete if you're not by my side. I felt belong to you, and I want it to be for the rest of my life. And here are the promises that I make to you. I promise to be your biggest fan. I promise to continue to be your best friend. I promise to be by your side under no circumstances will I stray. I promise to care, and love you each and every day. I promise to be faithful to you, no matter what we go through. I promise, these promises I will keep until my last breath. Will you make me the happiest man today?
By someone like you, you've changed up my direction.
Quan, to find someone so special as you, out of all the people in the world, is one that I never imagined. When I met you back in 2015 in St. Vincent, I knew pretty fast that we were going to be really good friends. Quan is loved by everyone. You're this fun-loving, carefree, smart, generous, funny, handsome, and just truly loyal friend. Everyone loves you. We both loved running and had lots of great talks during our sunrise runs, and we always finished it off with a dip in the ocean. Those moments I cherish so much. He became my best friend over the next couple of years. The next big step in our relationship also involved running. I remember specifically the cold Valentine's Day when we were out jogging and you asked me out for dinner. And even though I insisted that it wasn't a date, I think that that night, or at least shortly after, I felt head over heels for you, and haven't stopped since. I'm so blessed to have you in my life. You're a beautiful soul inside and out, and our love is one that I never knew could exist. I promise to love you in good times and in bad, when life seems easy and when it seems hard, and when our love is simple and when it's enough. You totally accept me for me. You bring out all the best parts of me and put up with my flaws, and I promise to do the same thing for you. I promise to make you happy unending, make you laugh, be your #1 supporter, and always come through for you. I promise to keep running with you, and I can't wait for all the adventures that we have to come. I love you, Quan, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life loving you. Marrying you makes me the luckiest woman. As you know, I believe that there's one person for every person, and you are my person, my best friend, my partner in crime, and the love of my life. And although they always say, until death do us part, I don't think that we'll ever truly part, because I think that our souls were meant for each other, and that fate brought us together. I love you.
They say love like this comes once in a lifetime. For the first time I believe it to be true. All of my friends say, when you know, you know. Every piece falls into place when I'm with you. In you I found a love that sets me free. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. When you hurt me, I know that I have everything. Blue skies, big dreams, billion places to explore. I will be with you forever. Forever I am yours. Forever I am yours.
Thank you guys for coming tonight. We love seeing everybody here. We hope you guys enjoy, I can't say that word, Quadivin. Apologize for butchering the name, but it's okay. Tom already butchered my name. Tom, no, it's okay, Tom. I used to tell people, what's in the name, right? Just a label. It's all right. But we thank you for doing the ceremony for us. I know it meant a lot to Emma that you get to do that for her, and so if it means a lot to my wife, it means a lot to me, right? They say happy wife, happy life. Right? I'm trying to adapt. It's kind of tough, but a couple of my friends have already given advice to me, and I think my phone doesn't work out here, so I can't really record any of that. But again, thank you guys for coming out. I know some of you guys travel quite far, especially one of my friends here, Hugh. I don't know where she went. There she was. She had to fly all the way here and then get delayed in Toronto, and they lost her luggage. So I was scared that she might have show up with no clothes, but I'm glad she found something to put on. A couple of our friends as well from medical school. I appreciate you guys for coming in here. You guys have always been great. My Navy friends over there, you guys. I don't have much words to say about you guys. Thank you for coming.
You can't say it in rich company. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. Yeah. And then of course finally my family from afar. Love you guys. Thank you for coming and supporting me. You guys have always been there for me. And then finally, thank to my wife's family, and now my family as well, right? Without them, we would never found this place. I don't think I'll be able to do quad even anywhere on in the U.S. map. Maybe if Rogers fixes itself, we can find it. We can find it. Right now it's kind of tough. And thank you to the band over here for playing amazing music thus far. Megan, I've heard so much about you as far as your voice, so we're interested in hearing what you have for us tonight. Okay, I think that it is for me. I know I chat a lot, so all my friends and family knows that.
Yeah, man.
So, so
Wrap it up.
I don't have anything to add, but thank you so much. We know that it was like a destination wedding for pretty much everyone that came here, and it means so much to have everyone from all different walks of our life here. So it means a ton to us. Thank you, everyone.
And I know some of you are thinking that you wanted to be up here because there's recreational cannabis as well. It's legal. You can see cannabis shops anywhere. Anyways, Helen mentioned this with Day of Celebration. Certainly, we have people with birthdays. Is there any other special days here? Anybody have another special day? Like wedding anniversaries or anything? I had the opportunity today, I wanted to recognize somebody because I thought it was a bit of a celebration. I was golfing with a few of the family members, and Don Damon, hole in one today. Hole in one, give it up to her. Hole in one on the 11th hole, it was at 97 yards. And it's a bit intimidating because there's a valley, you gotta hit it over the valley, and she was just happy when the ball got over the valley, hit the bank, and then rolled in. And I think my father and I, we were high-fiving quicker than she was. It was incredible. And I'm not making this up. I think it was 10 years ago. And I think I'm like a bit of a good luck charm. Kathleen, there she is. Helen's sister, Emma's aunt. Hole in one, same thing, I was there. So if anybody wants a hole in one, you just got to pay for my golf at the Bluffs, and we'll see what happens, okay? You know what? Listen, blessed with 4 lovely children. We're here today to celebrate Quan and Emma's marriage. I actually had a chat with my oldest son not long ago, Ethan, and we were sitting on a couch and we talked about life, and he said to me, and he talked to me and he said, "Hey Dad, I've recognized that life is not about a destination, it's about a journey." And we're here to celebrate, and honestly, Quan and Emma, it's your journey now. And as a father, what I'm here today is to give you, Emma, to Quan for the next journey of your life. I've had the pleasure of being on a journey with you for 30 some years, a little less than 30 or 22 years. But we've been on a journey, and now your journey is going to change. And Emma's had a great journey. She's done a number of things. As Emma mentioned, she's the firstborn. She was the typical firstborn, the responsible one. The one, she reached out, she was an adventurer. But I think, as Helen identified and what I will say, is what you know about Emma Quan is she's authentic. She clearly thinks of others before herself. She can be extremely emotional, but the most, and that's where you need to be their support, as Helen said, it's the perfect match. But she is truly somebody who cares. And there's times in your life as a father, and I can remember too, recent things where the pride just overwhelmed you. I don't know if you remember Emma. She was an intern at the place I worked at Allergan for many years. And she came in and she did it for 2 years. And people who she worked with, and I was deployed there, would come to me and say how wonderful my daughter was, how great she was, how smart she was, how they loved her and they want her to stay there. And as a father, you can't ask for anything more. I knew all this, but they're telling me how great she is. It only validated my feelings about what my daughter meant to me. The next one is, it's very recent. I am talking to Emma on a Saturday morning, FaceTime, just a couple weeks ago. She's like, oh yeah, what's going on? Yeah. So I ask her what's going on. She says, yeah, I gotta get ready for this sort of graduation dinner. I don't know what it is, but I gotta get ready. I said, oh, well, have fun, let me know. I get a little, a little FaceTime or video from Quan later. Emma has received the Family Medicine Resident of the Year award. And this is not to blow things up, because she will downplay it, but I'm going to tell you right now, her authenticity, her fact that she cares, the gratitude, the graciousness, the kindness, it matters in life. And Emma is proving that day by day. She puts others before her, she shuns the spotlight, but she can go as far as she wants. And why would I say that with Quan, her new husband? Because Quan, I say that because as your new partner on her next chapter of her life, I want you to support her, like she will support you. I want you to do whatever she wants. If she wants to go, help her. If she doesn't, it's okay. You will have the greatest life together when you're working as a team. So with that, I wanted to say, I forgot my wine, but I would like to raise a toast. And I want to end with one, I'm sorry, it's a bit of a long poem, but I want to share this poem about a father and a daughter. It's called I Am Yours to Keep by Mike Quinn. I might have to get my glasses out. Hang on a second. I am not old. You are a princess in my heart, and I care for you so much. I love the fondness in your eyes and your tender little touch. I looked at you when you were born and knew then straight away that I would be here forever. You bring me a heart of joy and memories so great, and a powerful sense of fatherhood that none could debate. No suffering or tragedy, nor deep-seated pain could ever overshadow the bond that we retain. And so, my little princess, before you go to sleep, remember I am your daddy, and I am yours to keep. And you call me daddy, so I love you. Thank you. Go on, Emma.
Okay, so as we get ready to cut the cake, I guess we'll listen to...
Pleased to beat them. I'm a sappy person, I can't help it. But we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So I met Quan about 6 to 7 years ago when we first started medical school. Unfortunately, he was paired with me to be his roommate on the island for 2 years. So God bless his poor soul. But you know, I knew that him and I would just hit it off like immediately because of his love for cooking. I mean, this guy like literally never left the kitchen at all times. He's always eating something, he's always cutting up something. I mean, there was always food in this guy's face. You know, like on the island, you know, we study a lot and, you know, we work a lot and we do all these sim labs and whatever. And most people like procrastinate with, you know, like TV or like video games, like a nap. I mean, he'll just sit in the kitchen and like chop onions. I mean, literally just onions, garlic, whatever. I mean, he'll just do his little thing. And I mean, he's just happy as a clam doing it. So, I mean, we had, you know, tons of amazing times like on the island, and you know, from grill outs on our little itty bitty 12-inch grill that we smuggled from the United States and pretty much caught flame to our apartment. You know, hiking the volcano at like 9 o'clock in the morning and eating like goat curry at 10 o'clock in the morning, drinking crappy beers. Shout out Haroon. And our catamaran trip, which was a great time, which Emma was present for as well. And we figured out just how far 10EC would go. So shout out Vinci people. Yep. So now for like something like a little bit more, I was actually kind of thinking about like what I would share with it, you know, when I was making this speech, but I was like thinking about like You know, I met Quan whenever I was kind of like struggling a little bit with myself, like with life and whatnot. I'd just gone through like some stuff, and I'll spare all the details, but like, you know, I wasn't really like sleeping a whole lot. It was kind of like negative, had a bad attitude, whatever. It was kind of noticeable by everybody, and you know, he and I would just sit there and like in our little itty bitty kitchen, and we'd just talk there like for hours and hours and hours. And he was usually like chopping something. So, but like, this is kind of funny. But one morning he like banged on my door at like 5:45 in the morning, and he was like, like literally the building was like lighting on fire or something. And he was like, get up, we're going running. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what in the world? So let's pause just for a second. Like, for those of y'all that know me, like, I hate one thing in this world, and that's distance running. And somehow, some way, Quan being Quan, he convinced me to go running with him. But I was like, what in the heck? Like, this guy's got to be on drugs or something like that. But, and y'all, if y'all didn't know this about Quan, like, while his legs may be short, this does not mean that it impedes his running at all. I mean, he smoked me every single morning, and you know, we'd go exercising like every day, sometimes twice a day, workout or whatever. But it kept me accountable with a routine, and it like really did a lot for like my own like mental state, and it really like helped my overall well-being. But while I wasn't as consistent with the running aspect as he was, this was Quan's way of saying like, hey buddy, he's like, hey buddy, I'm looking out for you. And I want to help you get out of the funk that you're in.
Come on, Nick. You got it, buddy. You got it, Nick.
Now I know this it sounds like a super sweet story about friendship and all that good stuff and all, but he may have actually started this whole ordeal because of a certain special someone who's about to commit his life to. So. Emma, it just so happened that she just happened to be a runner as well. This is not, you know, news to anybody. So I guess I really have Emma to thank for all of this. But this really just speaks out on behalf of Quan's character as a friend and like his loyalty to others. I have like no doubts that Quan will carry this into his marriage.
You got it.
You know, you could have just met Quan down. He'll treat you like he's known you for the rest of his whole life. You know, but in all seriousness, you know, the days finally come. It's time to give up your man card, you know, forever and ever. And I mean, someone had to take away the title of best couple on the island, right? So, I mean, Emma's been such a joy to get to know you through Quan, and I couldn't have imagined a more perfect companion for Quan. In closing, just one word of advice. You know, while the husband is the head of the household, the wife is the neck, and she can turn that head any way she wants. Keep that in mind, buddy. I love you both dearly. Shout out to the Dows. Raise a glass and cheers.
Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming and celebrating this beautiful new marriage with us, especially those who had to buy a plane ticket or take a long road trip to be here today, Sammy and Minori especially. We appreciate you so much. And for those of you who don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Evie, and I'm the little sister of the stunning bride tonight. And when Emma asked me to be her maid of honor, I was so honored, but slightly nervous about this task right now. But jokes aside, our relationship has always been so solid. Of course we fought, but most of our memories are filled with giggles and hugs and laughs, and I couldn't have asked for a better big sister growing up. Emma has always been and continues to be the typical eldest sister, a rule-abiding, sweet-as-pie, easygoing ray of sunshine. And I was a bit of the opposite. Described by many as a bit mischievous, hard-headed, a bit of a firecracker who tested the patience of our parents. So we always have a good laugh looking back on a picture from one certain Halloween night when we were both really young. and my mom decided to dress Emma as the devil and myself as the angel. And in that picture, Emma is smiling sweetly and I'm scowling. And did end up throwing a tantrum down the road later that night. So it's so funny because Emma has always carried on that positivity and sometimes naivety into adulthood. I'll never forget when we were in Jamaica one time and Emma had no clue what the Bob Marley special was. But yeah, all jokes aside, I'm so lucky to have you as an example of a strong, kind, remarkable woman, and always will continue to look up to you. Always have and always will continue to look up to you, Em. And now I look up to your relationship with Quan. What a perfect, worthy match for you, Em. Both you are such good people, deserving of each other's love and an inspiration to us all. I have an incredible sister already, and I've been doubly blessed this evening by gaining a brother too. Quan has fit into our family perfectly since day one. He is such a generous, laid-back, and hilarious guy who gets along with everyone. I'll never forget the first time I met Quan on the streets of Baltimore. We were pounding back some buck-a-shuck oysters, and I knew you were a decent guy then. He also puts up with all of our craziness as a family. I will also never forget the time that we took him to meet Granny and Papa. If you knew my Papa at all, you'll know that he had a propensity to mix up names. He would often run through a whole list of each grandchild, son-in-law, and sometimes even dog names when trying to refer to someone. Papa was also a man who had a curiosity and sort of a fixation on weight. In fact, we always laugh about a memory of my Papa, Uncle Dave, Uncle Jeff, and my dad stripped down to their underwear weighing themselves after Christmas dinner. So, before arriving at the house, we were joking and wondered whether Papa would be able to remember Quan's name throughout the visit, and whether or not Quan would end up in his underwear weighing himself by the end of it. When we arrived at Granny and Papa's, the visit started off well. But throughout the conversation, we noticed that when Papa started referring to Quan, it slowly morphed into Guan. And then somehow by the end of the night, it was Tron. So thank you, Tom. Earlier in the ceremony, it reminded us of Papa. And we all had a good laugh about that at the end of the visit, Quan included. He ended up fitting right in with our family, and now I can proudly say that he is one of us. Emma and Quan are so like each other and so perfectly matched. I know that Quan will take care of her and that Emma will always take care of him. And we wish you both an incredibly happy and long life together. Congratulations, sis.
Alrighty. Best man, Rich. Come up and share your story.
In 2007, back when we were stationed in Guam. So I think some of you may already know this, but I actually wasn't supposed to be here. About 3 days ago, I was stationed out on the USS Harry S. Truman that's out in the Mediterranean, deployed, and we've been deployed since December 1st of this last year. And it was very hard for me to tell Quan that he should probably find another best man because I probably wasn't going to make it. Through the grace of God, through some amazing leadership and some questionable reasoning, 3 days ago I was able to shoot off the USS Harry S. Truman. 2 days ago I was able to fly from Italy to Norfolk. When I got to Norfolk around midnight, I got to see my wife for the first time after about 7.5 months. Wow. And 6 hours later, I was on a plane to come here to Quan and Emma's wedding. And I share this with you guys not because I want you to know that I would absolutely do anything for Quan and Emma. But I share this with you guys because I want you to know that I know for a fact that Quan would do the exact same thing for me. And that's just the kind of guy that Quan is, right? He's a selfless person, and that's the kind of people he attracts. And the proof is in the pudding. Emma, you're absolutely wonderful. You're a beautiful person inside and out, and I'm super glad you guys found each other. Quan, we've been through good times and bad, really bad times and really great times. And honestly, you are present for some of my fondest memories. And we've gone months and sometimes years without talking to each other, without seeing each other. And whenever it is that we come across each other, it's as if I had just hung out with him the day before. And Quan, I just want you to know that I would do anything for you. Congratulations to you both. I love you both. Congratulations.
Alrighty, and then last but certainly not least, we have Minori coming up.
I'm so happy I could be here, despite living far away, to celebrate my best friend of 22 years and her now husband on their special day. You see, distance has never stopped Emma and I's connection, from growing and holding throughout the years, no matter life's direction. It all started back in grade 2, inseparable from the start. I could tell right away that this girl named Emma had a beautiful soul and heart. Through these school years, we excelled at projects together, shared journals full of inside jokes, and had adventures, no matter the weather. Rocking out at a My Chemical Romance concert, going to Mamma Mia and sushi with our moms for grade 8 grad, or playing out in the yard with siblings, there was always a nice memory and fun time to be had. And then it was time for this wonderful family to pick up and move out east. And that's when our playdate days slowed down and our pen pal days increased. I'm so happy that we made time for each other and always kept in touch. Seeing all the amazing things Emma continues to achieve is not only inspiring, but also means so much. Now fast forward our days of video calls to catch up on life stuff, when Emma starts mentioning this guy named Quan, and it seems like she can't get enough. He became a reoccurring topic, and I could tell by Emma's smirks and the way her eyes would sparkle that something special was in the works. Living on a Caribbean island together, meeting in medical school, moving between several new places, your story thus far is so cool. Especially after visiting Virginia and meeting the guy I'd heard so much about. It didn't take me long to realize that you two are perfect for each other, without a doubt. I can't wait to continue to cheer you both on as you grow both individually and as one. So many amazing memories await and countless adventures of good fun. A super congratulations to the happy couple on this amazing and blessed day. Big love to you both, and cheers to your marriage. Hip hip hooray!
I don't mind rain or shine. You can always do.
To
to California and